Thank you very much, Minister. It's an incredible privilege to be invited by the Prime Minister to serve within the health portfolio. My background in 2 states has been around health and healthcare, but in particular Western Australia, the focus has been on aged care with constituents within my electorate. But more interestingly is looking at service delivery so that we give all Australians a world-class health service, but within the framework of the directions that we're setting as the government. And I look forward to working in a team of 3 where I admire both the capacity and the way in which Minister Nash and Minister Lee works, and in the way that they are consultative with key stakeholders, and I think that's augured well for the quiet work that we're doing to achieve the outcomes that are required for Australian health. Indigenous health is a key component of the work that I'll do, but there is much to be done in aged care, and I certainly want to turn my hand and knowledge and experience to assisting government set a direction that provides for all Australians, and I think that's an important element. Plus the other part to this is that I've worked in Indigenous health, and it gives me great experience to then be able to influence other sections within the health portfolio. So again, as a member of the executive team and as a member of the health portfolio, I want to contribute to all areas as I work within a team of 2 highly skilled and experienced ministers who've made a tremendous contribution so far.
Can you say what the big challenges are in aged care? Obviously the ageing population is the thing, but what are the faults in the system at the moment, and where do you think you can do better?
Actually, I think the faults in the system have been addressed in different ways, and the work that's come out of the Productivity Commission report has helped reshape, and certainly Mitch Fifield, my colleague, has done much of the groundwork, and I work very closely with him within my own electorate. I think one of the key things we've got to think about on a life continuum is the health of all Australians from the years of birth through to our final years of life. And I made reference in my maiden speech about recognising those who we deem as elders and those who are seniors, and that we need to accord them the levels of support and intervention in order to give them quality of life. And I certainly will be focusing on the health journey and looking at the arrangements that exist across the nation, build on the work of Mitch Fifield, which is an extremely solid foundation, and then tweak those areas that we need to do further work on. One of my first tasks will be to visit some of the aged care facilities back in my home state initially, and then certainly meeting with stakeholders within the aged care sector.
Mr. Wyatt, could you walk us through the actual way in which the Prime Minister made his offer to you? There's been some reports that it was a bit of a technical nightmare on his behalf.
Well, it was because I was leading it as part of a delegation to the United States of backbenchers, and I was between Los Angeles and Sydney, about halfway, and I got tapped on the shoulder, woken up, and the Qantas customer manager said, "I'm sorry to wake you, but you need to read this printout." I read the printout. It was surreal, so I reread it, and then she said, "I need an answer from you," so I said, "It's an emphatic yes." I then signed the second slip, dated it, and said, "Please convey back to the Prime Minister my acceptance of a key role within his government." So, and it was surreal. Just it reminded me of what I'd seen in movies.
Mental health.
Thank you.
Can I ask you how it feels to be the first Indigenous person elected to the executive?
I'm happy for you to take that.
It's an incredible privilege. I think that there's a couple of things that ran through my mind when I was asked. One was the fact of our heritage counts for all of us. And in my case, having been offered a position from the Prime Minister was extremely special. But I also want to be judged on my capability, capacity and knowledge and my contribution to the portfolio, but to all Australians. And certainly I know that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people will be immensely proud, and many will still continue to reach out and ask me for guidance and advice, and in working in the team that I'm in, then we'll be able to respond to their needs based on what we have to consider. But no, it's an incredible honour and it's a great privilege, so thank you.
Thank you, Will.
Hello, my name is Michael Keating, Editor-in-Chief and Publisher of Inside Canberra, a leading business and policy newsletter and journal